I bet you wouldn't know, but I'm a little bit of a control freak. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, it's Andy with Mindset Matters More, and I've taken a few days off. That's probably why you've noticed that there haven't been any recordings. But there were two reasons. The first was I was doing a little bit of a spiritual cleanse, not really pressuring myself because I've had a bit of writer's block. I haven't been able to really think of things to talk about. I haven't had inspiration. I've kind of just been taking all the inspiration that's been around me and taking it for myself greedily because I don't know. I felt like I needed that little bit of moment for myself. So thank you guys for being patient and coming back to hang out with me. So let's talk about control for a second, because I just heard something so beautiful and wonderful that I wanted to share with you guys, because this hit me right in the heart, as I am a little bit of a control freak. I like to make sure, especially in my house. I don't know how my husband has put up with me, because I like things a certain way. I like the food to be put away in a certain way. I like clothes to be in a certain way. I like my shoes to be stacked in a certain way. I have a very specific way that things happen. And he's kind of like a little bit of a tornado, and everything's all over the place. And not that he's dirty or messy per se, but it's just not how I would do it. And so what I just heard was sometimes people who are controlling in their external environment really are just trying to control their internal environment through the external. Oh my God. So let me unpack that for a second. So when my house is not the way that I put it, I feel a little bit of chaos. What if I can't find this thing? Did I lose it? Did I throw it away? What if I have to re-buy it again because I can't find it? And then 6 months later, oh, there it was in a different place. It causes a little bit of internal chaos. So if I can control the outside, if I can control where the things are put, then I internally will feel better. So I'm trying to control the internal with fixing the external. Now, how can I flip that? Okay, what would be the right thing to do? So what I have learned recently is that the external only fixes the external, and the internal fixes the internal. Is that when I'm trying to fix the external to remedy what's happening inside, I'm not actually addressing the problem. And I'm going to stay with that wound on the inside because I'm not fixing it. I'm just putting a little Band-Aid on it. I'm just saying, hey, we're not going to look at that. We're just going to fix this outside stuff so that I don't have to bump up against it. Now, if you ever watch my YouTubes, I did a series on this book called, Untethered Soul. And that book talks specifically about this, is that when you are trying to control everything on the outside, it's you're not addressing the hot mess that you are on the inside. Those fears, doubts, worries, they are all going to stay there, but you're kind of just pushing everything away. Hey, don't touch my wound. Don't touch the thing that's inside of me that's bothering me. Okay. I'm going to keep that, but everybody else needs to work around it so that I don't have to fix this. Okay? So let's go back to my house for a second. What could I do differently? When my husband moves something else and I'm fearful because it's oh, what if somebody comes and sees that the blankets aren't folded on the couch? Okay, well, so what? Well, first of all, nobody comes to my house because I don't like people coming to my house anyways. But the point is that what will that really do? If somebody comes to my house and sees that the blankets aren't folded and they judge me for it, that's on them. That's not on me. I'm not looking for their approval, or am I? Is that why I need them folded? Do I really believe that people's judgment is based on these folded blankets? No. So there's one way. But the other is looking at why is it his responsibility to make sure that I am protected against the the blanket judgment people. Like, I'm giving this example and I know it's ridiculous, but it applies to everything, right? Like the dirty dishes. Like if there was a dirty dish, like I'm just like, why is there fucking dirty dishes? Like we're gonna get all these bugs. Like, and the bugs fucking bug the shit out of me. Like, but again, if I wanted them clean, why didn't I address it myself? Why is it his responsibility? So there's two things to look at. Why is it the responsibility of others to fix the external for you? And two, why is the external bugging you so much on the inside? So there's multiple layers to it, but this idea of fixing the outside is not going to fix the inside. And that goes with everything. Yeah, that goes with how people treat you. That goes with how your house is set up. That goes with customers. That goes with romantic partners. That goes with situations at work. That goes with situations wherever. The outside is there to actually poke the inside. The outside is actually there to point out, hey, this thing is bothering you. Figure out why this bothers you. Figure out why this thing is bugging you. Heal that. Because why is it that blankets have such a fucking control over me? Why is it that the need for approval has such a fucking control over me? So I'm sitting here saying, oh, I'm so controlling, but I'm not controlling shit. Everything is really controlling me. That's the fucking joke right there. You think you're controlling things. You think that you are remedying things, but really those things are controlling you. When one thing is out of place, when one thing is out of order, not the way that you think it should be, when people aren't living how you think they need to live, immediately they're controlling you. They can poke that part of you that is wounded. They can hit that scar right in your soul. And wouldn't you rather live a life where nothing can do that to you? Wouldn't you rather live a life where you're just like, hey, that didn't bother me? Where you have thick skin, where you're like, yeah, like I'm cool, I go with the flow. Wouldn't you rather live a life like that rather than trying to manage every single thing in your life? Because what if it touches that part of me that bugs me? Okay, that is very heavy for me at 4:44 in the morning. All right, guys, I am back to giving you guys my inspirations and these little chit chats. Again, thank you for your patience this week. I'm just like, I needed a little bit of a break. Okay? So, in the description, I'm going to put a link to my book. I'm going to put a link to my YouTube. And with that, have a great day, guys. Love you. Bye.